I've been wanting to try something a little bit different with my photography recently, and with heading into autumn, I thought it would be the perfect chance to get into some woodland photography. I've never really done much woodland photography before, but it is an area of photography that has massively interested me for a very long time, and I think it is a good thing to try new things occasionally and to just challenge yourself in other ways. Well, autumn has arrived, or is arriving. What a lovely morning. Trees are just starting to turn, and I thought I'd just try and get myself out nice and early and do something a little bit different to what I usually do. So I'm trying some woodland photography in the middle of an open space. I know that looks a little bit ironic, but look at all of this. Woodland photography isn't something that I've spent a lot of time doing in the past. At all, really, if I'm honest, but it is something that has always massively interested me, so that's why I want to give it a go, because it is so different to anything that I've done before photography related. And I think it is really important to always be learning that new skill of finding something new that interests you within photography, because when we are doing it every single day, if you work full-time as a photographer, it is very easy to just fall into the trap of doing the same thing every single day, and you're not really progressing anywhere, which is fine because you're doing what you love every single day. But I think to keep the enjoyment in something, you need to be learning about it. So even if it's just finding a new genre of photography to try and develop, no pun intended, I think that is really important to just keep your interest in photography so that it doesn't just become a little bit mind-numbing. I think you need that new thing every single time. So for that reason, I think this autumn, winter, I'd love to make woodland photography a little bit of a personal project for myself. So I think that's the plan for this autumn. And I'm starting this morning, which is a lovely morning, but it's not really the best for some woodland photography because we've not really got any nice light. The sun's pretty much blocked by all of the cloud, and there's no fog. So I'm just using this as a bit of a mission to help myself get going. So I'm just looking for little patterns in the trees and things like that. And I think I found one here with this old dead tree with all of the autumnal leaves around it. Looks quite nice. So yeah, we'll carry on, see what we can find. Now this is definitely going to have to be a shot that I come back to in some nicer conditions. I mean, it's not bad conditions now, it looks really nice. We've got some nice side light hitting both of these trees. But imagine this when the leaves go a little bit more yellowy orange in a few weeks, and we maybe got some nice morning fog hanging around. This will look amazing. I am properly in woodland territory now, look at this. Glorious. I am, however, finding it just a little bit difficult. I'm a little bit out of my depth, just because I've never really done woodland photography. But it's pretty much what I wanted, because it is by putting yourself in that situation that you start to learn and find ways to get better at things. Like, for example, I really like this tree that's arching over, and it's kind of meeting those two there. But when I try and frame it, I'm getting a little bit too much sky in the image. So it's just little things like that I'm finding tricky, but that's a good thing because you're problem solving, and that's when you learn and develop. So I'm not seeing it as a bad thing, it's just finding it a little bit harder than I normally do, which is exactly the point behind this video and exactly the point behind this woodland photography project that I want to start for myself, because it's by doing those little things that you start to see differently and find new ways to shoot. Like, for example, I'm shooting on a tripod. You never shoot on a tripod, it just feels very alien, which is a little bit weird. But yeah, I'm finding it quite difficult. It's a little bit of a shame we've not got any nice light. If we had nice light coming through the trees, then we'd have a little bit more contrast to play with. But unfortunately today we don't. And we're still waiting for the the autumn colours to come properly. But we're getting there, it's just a start. It's nice to be out, and that's the main thing. I'm really surprised with how green everywhere still is, and I know it's only, what, 2nd of October. I suppose it's not a bad thing because it gives me plenty of time to get in some practice with woodland photography while there are still leaves on the trees and it's turning, which is a good thing because I think I need the practice. I've enjoyed it a hell of a lot. I've absolutely loved it, doing something a little bit different. I've only been out here about an hour, but just trying something a little bit new to me has been really nice because it makes you think about things differently. But I definitely needed a lot of practice. I feel like a lot of my images are very predictable at the moment, but that's going to improve over time, over the winter and the autumn. But we also need some nicer conditions. There's a little bit of sun starting to peek through in places, but it's, it could do with a little bit of fog as well, some more light. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Another thing that I've realised while I've been out and about this morning doing a little bit of woodland photography is how terrible I am remembering to record video at the same time as doing photography. I get that sidetracked by photography that I end up forgetting to do video, which isn't a good thing when you've got a YouTube channel. So yeah, that's something that I definitely need to improve this winter as well. A little bit of a learning curve, this video. That's not a bad thing though. I think you should, like I mentioned earlier, you should always be learning. I think that's a good thing. That morning, more than anything, reminded me of the importance of just getting out with your camera whenever you get the opportunity. It doesn't necessarily have to be big planned photography trips or days out where you've planned everything meticulously and you're going specifically for photography. Sometimes it can be that you have half an hour spare before you go to work. Just pick up your camera, go to the local woodland and just enjoy photography for that short period of time. I think sometimes it is very easy for us to fall into that trap of thinking that we need to be waiting for a specific time or perfect conditions, perfect lighting, or maybe blocking out a full day to be able to go and do our photography. But then outside of that, we don't necessarily do that much, and that's quite an easy trap for us to fall into. However, I think one of the best things that you can do for your photography is to just make the most of the time that you've got, even if it is just an hour before work. So like I mentioned earlier on in the video, this is the first time that I have properly tried woodland photography, and I loved it. It is completely different from everything else that I do, and that is exactly why I wanted to give it a go. There is so much to learn about it, and when I think about it, it makes complete sense, because one of my favourite things about photography is composition and how you can simplify the scene that is in front of you to be able to make an interesting photograph. And the way the light falls through the trees and how messy the compositions can be in a woodland or a forest, wherever you go, and the challenge of finding order in it all and making it look simple, that's my favourite part of photography. And that is exactly why woodland photography is exciting and intriguing to me as a little bit of a side project away from what I do on a day-to-day basis, because it is a completely different way of looking for images and composing. I've always thought of photography to be a little bit like a jigsaw puzzle, because you're looking for light, you're looking for different compositions and changing small things within the image to be able to create a clean image. And I think woodland photography is all of that, but it's like it's on steroids because it is so much harder. And I don't know if that's necessarily just me, because I'm new to woodland photography. I've not necessarily trained my eye in that sense as to what I'm looking for yet, because it is all so new. But it really challenges you to be able to see what is in front of you and simplify it and turn it into an intriguing image. I have massive respect for photographers like Nigel Danson, who do a lot of woodland photography. It is amazing when you get it right. And I've got a lot to learn about it, but that is exactly why it is exciting. And I think every photographer, every now and then, just needs a little bit of a personal project somewhere where you can just learn something new or just do something completely different to what you do on a day-to-day basis, because it just helps keep it fresh and exciting and interesting to you. So that's exactly what I'm going to do over this next autumn, winter, and potentially even longer. Who knows how long it will go on for, but woodland photography is going to become my own little personal side project. Nothing too structured or serious, just something to get me out more over the winter and to get learning something new. Having a small side project like this is the perfect reason to just pick up your camera and head out somewhere, even if it is just for a short period of time, half an hour or an hour. It is amazing how much progress you will make at that thing if you just keep showing up for small periods of time. So if you're watching this thinking you don't have time, or you're not necessarily sure what it is you want to go and shoot, just start small. Pick something that you are interested in, even if you don't fully understand it yet. It could be a specific location or subject. Maybe you want to shoot the same thing every single day of the year, or to capture it in 4 different seasons in the perfect conditions. It doesn't matter what small project you set yourself. Maybe it is woodland photography like myself. Just commit to exploring whenever you can, even if it is, like I said, half an hour, 40 minutes when you get home from work before it goes dark. But those little photo shoots that you've committed to, when you look back over the period of a few months or a year, however long you decide to do it for, build up into a collection of work that you're proud of, and you can see how much you developed over that period of time as well. And more importantly, it is something that you've enjoyed the process of creating. So that is a little commitment that I'm making to myself as well this autumn, winter, as it starts to get cold and miserable, and the last thing you want to do is go outside because you just want to stay in and watch movies all weekend where it's nice and warm. Get outside for half an hour, 40 minutes, an hour, whatever it is, a short period of time. Go and practice that small photography project that you've set yourself. In my case, woodland photography. And then at the end of the winter, you'll be able to look back and see how your work has improved, and have a little collection or a little project of work that you can look back on and be proud of. So let me know in the comments down below if you are thinking of doing something very similar. Let me know as well what sort of photography project you are setting yourself, and yeah, look forward to having a chat about it, and I will see you in the next video. I forgot to say as well that printing your work is another really good way of seeing how your photography develops over a period of time, because you can look back and there's something about printing that you see your work entirely differently as to how you do on a screen. It's something that I really like to do, is print my work as much as I possibly can. And this is one that I printed from my woodland shoot the other day. And I know that all of the images in this video that I took on this little woodland photography shoot aren't the best woodland images. They're not the best images that I've ever taken. They're okay. There's nothing special about them. But by printing your work, it creates something permanent that you can look back on, and it's not going to get lost on your hard drive, and you just see things differently. So I know by looking at this, there's things that I want to change about this image. I've got too much sky up here, for example, and the space in between the trees. There's probably differences in how I'd edit the image as well. I think it's probably too green, even though everything is green and there is not quite turned autumnal yet. This printing is something that I'd like to do a lot of, and it's something that I'm going to do with this woodland photography project as well, because it'll create a bank of work that I can look back, a bank of physical work that I can look back on. So yeah, if you can print your work, or you want to print your work, I would highly recommend it, because it is hugely beneficial. I know it's benefited my photography with my other work a hell of a lot. Just another nice little thing that you can do, create a whole project around printing your work. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one.